What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Catch Up. Of course, your number one place to catch up on crypto. Now, it's a little different. We are outside today, guys, hanging out, getting a little bit of fresh air. It's been a freaking fantastic couple of days here in southern Louisiana. Feeling great. Got the dogs here with me. We're all just hanging out. It's been a damn good day, and I wanted to just jump on, get out the studio today, but still make a video for you guys and talk to you about something that I want to talk to you about, okay? Because people are starting to make a mistake, and it's actually a mistake that I noticed in my in my friend group, really, that it's quite costly, and it's almost a ridiculous mistake that you can make right now. And I've seen people make it time and time again, especially over the last 4 or 5 years that I've been doing this. I just keep seeing this mistake, especially in times like right now, okay? So we all know things are amazing right now, and they feel much better. You know, the market's kind of started to shake back in a bit of a better direction. Bitcoin's trying to break out of that massive macro structure that we've been in for the last few months, which will open up the door of opportunity. You know, maybe we see a Bitcoin hit, $75,000, $80,000 at some given point if that structure breaks. And altcoins, we've seen some alts running 20, 30, 40%, leaving a lot of people making a lot of gains, and it's been really, really good. But the issue with that is that in moments like these, it tend to cause what I like to call like quick reaction responses, in the sense that, okay, this market moves fast in the upwards direction and people start making a lot of money out of nowhere, and it sends those exciting feelings through your body, and you got all these excitement hormones going through you, and the FOMO's kind of real because you're like, man, I'm making some money, but I should be making even more money. And it's like you start getting a little bit greedy, and it's so easy to start getting ahead of yourself in a moment like this where things just flip back bullish, because of the fact that it happens so fast. Now, there's nothing wrong with being bullish, don't get me wrong. And there's nothing wrong with being excited about what we're seeing right now. There's nothing wrong with being hopeful and optimistic and looking forward to, maybe this market really catching some more momentum and us pushing back in these upwards directions. There's nothing wrong with that at all. The issue that I'm starting to notice is that people are sacrificing long-term easy gains for short-term risky gains. And by doing so, not only are you limiting the amount of gains that you're going to be able to make over the long term, you're actually going to be putting yourself at the risk of losing money when other people are making money. And let me explain what I mean by that. Now, you may wonder, Tyler, what do you mean when you say they're risking long-term easy gains for short-term risky gains? It is, in my opinion, and this is purely my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, right, that we are going to see the majority of this crypto market much higher over the next 18 months than it is right now. I think it is destiny that within the next, say, 18 to 24 months, we see Bitcoin and every major altcoin, for the most part, 90+% of them, in a much better position than they are right now. I would say it's a given that we're going to see, some cryptos maybe double or triple where they are right now. I think within that time frame, seeing an Ethereum hit 6K, having a Bitcoin at 100K plus, having a Solana at $500 plus, having an ICP at $40, $30 plus, I think it's a given, right? It's not particularly that it must happen. It's just all signs point in that direction. With interest rates, of course, being pulled down now, and of course, we're going into more of a quantitative easing. In these sorts of environments, although they can be a little choppy at times, it often points in the direction that this market will push upwards, right? And that risk on assets, which is what crypto is, a risk on asset, will do better. And so, of course, in the instance in which we do see historically risk on assets will do better, I just assume they will do better and that they will continue to grow. I think that the upcoming economic environment of the world is going to be better suit to push crypto higher, and crypto's done great recently. So imagine what could happen to the world of crypto if that is true. Now, if that is the case, that means that the easiest way that you can make money from that is by buying and just leaving it alone. You don't really have to do much. You just buy some Bitcoin, buy some JASMY, Solana, ICP, Ethereum, whatever it may be, and just leave it alone. It's easy long-term gains. The problem, though, let me check, make sure both of my dogs are right here. One of my dogs is allergic to ants, and so we have to keep an eye on him. But the issue with that, though, right, being able to get those easy long-term gains is that people are sacrificing them. And maybe not all of them are losing or, say, sacrificing it, but a lot of people are risking those easy long-term gains. And the way in which they're risking those long-term gains is by trying to make as much money as they possibly can right now. How are they doing that? They're going long. They're using too much leverage. They're putting more money in right now than they should be. They're investing more money than they have, than that they're willing to lose. They're breaking away from their strategies because the bullishness. They were buying $10 a day out of their $100 allocation that they refill every 10 days. But since they're so excited and they're feeling a little bit of FOMO and they're seeing all these alts popping off, now they're putting $50 a day and just hoping for the best, right? People are starting to break their strategy due to being overly optimistic. And as a result of that, what's happening is that they are taking a huge risk, especially if we're talking about leverage, especially if we're talking about introducing any sort of interest to any degree in that regard, that this market could still correct, right? There is still a chance that Bitcoin doesn't break the structure we're in right now, and Bitcoin falls back to $60,000 or $55,000. And you know what's going to happen? All of those people who broke their strategy and invested too much are going to start to feel the repercussions and probably going to panic sell. People who went too high on leverage are going to get liquidated, and they're going to lose out on those positions for absolutely zero reason. Why? Because they sacrificed the ability to just buy and hold and leave it alone for easy long-term gains because they were getting greedy trying to capitalize on short-term gains that realistically weren't even all that worth it. And so, in my opinion, where we are in this market right now is a trap to some degree in which people are going to still get liquidated. We're still going to see these moments in which this market pulls back freaking 5-10% out of nowhere. Your favorite altcoin is going to have 15% negative days. It's just what's going to happen. And it might not be one day. It might be over the course of 4 or 5 days. We might have a week where this market is pushing downwards and liquidating people over and over and over again. And it sucks because at the end of the day, that doesn't have to happen. You can make gains so easy in this market by just buying it and just leaving it alone. Just let those bags soak, let them cook, let them marinate, let it happen. If you go chasing these short-term gains on leverage or buying more than you're supposed to, breaking your strategy, again, you're just risking easy gains. Why? Because you're greedy, and greed is never a good emotion to base your bets off of, okay? And so with that in mind, I just wanted to talk to you about it today because it's something even I struggle with sometimes. Sometimes I want to put in more money or not take profits or just do things like that. But at the end of the day, it's just harmful. It's more harmful than anything if you start breaking strategies and over leveraging and putting yourself at risk of liquidations just because you're bullish right now. Because at the end of the day, guys, as I mentioned before, Bitcoin hasn't broken structure. Bitcoin's not in price discovery. We are still in price recovery. And the process of recovery can be ugly. It can be frustrating and so annoying. And there's moments where it drops and pumps and drops and pumps. We're still in recovery. And that means that the ability for this market to drop just as fast as it pumped is still, it can happen so fast. And so, guys, I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. As I mentioned before, I just wanted to jump on and talk to you guys and, stay out the studio a little bit today and enjoy the sunlight. Like I mentioned, I got the puppies, there's Bean, and I don't know where, there's Soul over there. He's just hanging out, and it's been a damn good day. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I hope you guys are getting some good weather wherever you're located. Don't forget, I have a few links down in the description below if you want to check them out. Got a private community, got a Margex link, stuff like that. So check that out if you want to, guys, and we will see you all in tomorrow's catch up back in the studio. Peace out, everybody.